Hello and welcome to today's crypto review video, and in today's video I'll be talking about ChainX with the ticker symbol PCX, which is another bridge project that will help make Polkadot interoperable with the other blockchains, and its biggest focus is actually on Bitcoin. So it's going to be making Bitcoin interoperable with Polkadot, and we'll be taking a look at the website and at some of the articles that have been posted with regards to ChainX, just to kind of get you to familiarize yourself with them. But if you're new here, my name is Claudio and this is CryptoChain, the channel where I do crypto news, reviews, tutorials and interviews. So please hit that subscribe button and enable notifications. Also like the video if you enjoyed it, or dislike if you don't, and leave a comment below letting me know what you think or what you'd like to see me upload next. Especially from the Polkadot ecosystem, there's still quite a lot more videos that I need to do on various projects from polkaproject.com, which is the website that I always use to check up on projects and do my research. You should too, if you are interested in the Polkadot ecosystem, which I'm very bullish on. I think it's going to be growing a lot, especially in 2021 once the Parachain auctions start. But to talk about ChainX here, the max supply is 21 million, and when I first heard of this I was a bit concerned, because anything that has the same max supply as Bitcoin, it seems like a bit of a copycat to me. They may be trying to use that hype from Bitcoin to try to generate hype for their project, but no, this isn't the case at all. But hence the fact that it has this max supply was concerning, not just for me but for other people too. So I think that having like exactly 21 million like Bitcoin is a bit of a downside. Again, it's good because we're talking about low supply, but downside in the sense that it's using the exact same number as Bitcoin, right? I mean, why not 20 million? Why not 23 million? Then it would have been less suspicious, right? At least for the people that check this for the first time. Now the circulating supply is 7.1 million, which is great. The market cap is only 18.9 million, which ranks it at a position 349th, as we can see here. It's not trading on any big exchanges. MXC is probably the most trusted one out of all of these. Also Gate.io. With the other ones, they're very small, especially Hotbit. Please stay away from these. They've got a lot of fake volume and are you could have your funds stuck on there. I'm not saying Hotbit are gonna block your funds. I haven't had any bad experiences with them, but I know that they've got fake volume and they list against people's will most of the time. So yeah, and also we can see here that it's actually building on Substrate, and they're working with Polkadot. As we can see here, CoinMarketCap has now added extra tags here with regards to the coins to give you more information. Now let's take a look at polkaproject.com here. So we can see that ChainX is on their Substrate base, bridge and token. If we check any of these tabs which we see here, then ChainX is going to show up. So again, I have spoken about Darwinian Network, which is also a bridge, but they're more focused on NFTs, whereas ChainX have that special relationship with Polkadot from the beginning. But when we see their website, it doesn't actually give you too much confidence, right? You need to do more research, and hence why I'll be talking about that extra article which will give you that extra confidence. And if we look at their website, which is chainx.org, again, the link can be found in the description of this video. What are they trying to do? So breaking the barriers of assets between blockchains and building a public chain ecology of multi-currency integration. At present, the assets of the blockchain system are trapped in their own systems without the ability of interchain division and collaboration. Bitcoin has established the largest scope of consensus with low transaction efficiency. Zcash has established privacy functions without capability of smart contracts. Ethereum has established smart contracts, but it cannot migrate to a proof of stake system. ChainX transforms interchain assets in a standard way. Any chain can have asset interoperability with all other chains as long as it establishes a connection with ChainX. So now we can see the importance of ChainX here. Again, they do have the white paper here if you're interested to read it in various languages here. But ChainX basically measures users' mining power based on the market value of Bitcoin, DOT, Ethereum, and other assets that are deposited in by the interchain bridge. ChainX didn't organize any ICO or pre-mining event. ChainX will try to make the validators more scalable and general. ChainX will use the proof of stake algorithm to establish the first blockchain network that can game for a long time. They've got 1,000 validators, so that's quite a lot. Again, I don't think they've got 1,000 validators right now. I think they're still building up on that. But also interchain assets, which is one of the main features. 0% fee. So the system's decentralized exchange freely matches users' orders, which does not charge any form of trading fee and saves users a lot of transaction cost. But I do wonder how that's going to be managed with the pool, right? Because you need to have that pool, hence why where DeFi comes into play. And here we can see more info. Like, these diagrams are always helpful because they show you how the architecture looks like. So here we've got ChainX 1.0, the single chain system. We've got all these different blockchains here. Going to the ChainX assets bridge. The DEX and the dApps are then connected to this asset bridge too. And then we've got the ChainX Parachain, which is going to launch on Polkadot once Polkadot's Parachains launch, because they're still having some technical problems at the moment, which will then connect to the relay chain, as we can see here. Now for 2.0, we've got a different model here, and also 3.0. So for 2.0, they've got a dual chain system, and for 3.0, it's going to be the multi-chain system. So here we can see the Polkadot relay chain connecting with Ethereum, and then we could see Bitcoin, Ripple, Zcash, Ethereum as well, Cardano, Monero, EOS, all going to the relay chain for ChainX, which will then bridge to the Polkadot parachains, and then you'll be able to trade within those parachains too, and also the dApps that are building on the parachains. So yeah, I mean, it's all about bringing everything together. Interoperability is the big thing, and I did discuss this with Hashoshi as well, who's an Ethereum developer. He's been on this channel. Do check out this interview. If you're watching this on YouTube, it should pop up on the top right hand corner of the screen right now. But if you're watching this on other platforms where I'm uploading this video, you do need to check through the historical session for the interview with the Ethereum developer Hashoshi, where we break down Polkadot and he gives his opinions on Polkadot and how it's going to grow, and the importance of interoperability. I mean, this is it's all about doing that, right? Fixing this big problem that we've got in the crypto space. Now the economic system. So again, they are reiterating here with regards to the 21 million, which is halved every 2 years apparently. So 20% of the first 2 years circulation is owned by the founding team for ongoing development. After 2 years, the chain will be fully owned by the community. So 2 years is the trigger here. So the founding team will only own 10% of the total supply. And now the assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc., and ChainX that users deposit in through interchain bridge will automatically convert to PCX value according to the daily average price. Then ChainX will issue new PCX according to the total market value of users' assets. That PCX that user mined can be used to pay for miners' fee and validators' deposit, vote for validators, and act as intermediate currency for trading some minority assets. Polkadot's investors can map the dots on Ethereum into ChainX and participate in interchain asset mining with Bitcoin depositors. ChainX will preheat the Polkadot ecology in advance. So pretty awesome stuff here. The fact that they're so technologically evolved here, we can see that they're really helping. I mean, Polkadot on its own, you know, they can't really survive unless they've got the community's help, right? With developers building, with all these contributors. It's all about having this open source ecosystem where they're trying to make everything interoperable. We've got oracles that are connecting to, that are bringing the data into Polkadot. And now we're going to have interoperability with bridges like ChainX and Darwinia, for example. So yeah, here we can see some of the features. So interchain user, voting user, validator node, trust node, sync node, deposit portal, interchain layer, and the developer community. They've got all the news here in the session, but you may be asking yourself, where's the team, right? Because we can't see the team and we can't see anything related with the Web3 Foundation. So hence why I had to do more digging, because everybody was talking about ChainX for quite many months now. Like I've known about it since it was just like $1.20, $1.30. And there wasn't that much information. So looking at the website, it doesn't give you much confidence, right? I do think they need to rewrite this website, or at least make some modifications here. But if we look at the telemetry here, if we actually go to it, like I showed you in my previous video with Darwinia as well, this is the biggest proof that the project that I'm reviewing is actually working with Polkadot in some way, right? If we've got the telemetry stats here, we know that they're working with Polkadot. So here we can see ChainX, ChainX testnet, and so on. So here are all the different nodes and the blocks and all this sort of stuff here. So that's why it's very important to have this kind of information. Now, if we go to the wallet section of the website, this is what you're going to see. They do give you an experience account here, which you can connect. And again, you need to translate this page to English or to your language, because it is in Chinese at the beginning. So in my opinion, this is one of the downsides, the fact that they're not making this available in English before you even go to the website or before you even click on the wallet. This is again like a separate website, like an extension of the website, because it's the dapps.chainx.org website. So it takes you to the dApps section here. We can see all the different transactions that took place. But again, because it's not in English, I had to translate it. It's one of the downsides in my opinion. They should make it they should give you the option to change languages before you open the wallet. So here we can see the different information: cross-chain mining, voting, asset trust, and so on. So here they've got XBTC as well, which is the interchain Bitcoin. And yeah, they do give you some balance here, so you can test that out. You can transfer, withdraw, and so on here. Now, if we look at their GitHub page, we can see there are 8 people contributing at the moment. And we can see they are working, right? They have been updates like 3 days ago, 3 days ago, 3 days ago, 6 months ago, 2 months ago. So yeah, I mean, they're doing stuff. They're not sleeping, right? Here we can see that. Now, this is the article that I really wanted to talk about, because this gives us more information on ChainX. I really think they should have posted this maybe on the main page, on the front page, just so people can read it. But there is a Web3 Foundation and ChainX announcement collaboration, which has actually been announced back in 2018, November 2018 here. So the fact that we're not seeing this on the main page is, you know, is tricky, because you need to dig deep to actually find it. It's under the Web3 Foundation page as well. It's not even like on ChainX's page. So the Web3 Foundation is excited to announce that ChainX's contribution to Polkadot and the Web3 community. ChainX is an interchain crypto asset financial blockchain that will become a Polkadot parachain when the platform launches in 2019. ChainX is one of the first blockchains built on Substrate, a framework that makes it easy to build upgradable, efficient, and innovative blockchains. Substrate chains can easily be integrated into Polkadot network at Genesis. So here we can see another diagram here of the architecture of how ChainX is going to work, how it's going to be interoperable with all these different assets, and Substrate, which is the framework sitting on top there, and the Polkadot relay, and how it's going to play the bigger role here. Now, one of the collaborations, like this collaboration is unique in that it includes a commitment to community and technology. Commenting on ChainX's utility, the Web3 Foundation Executive Director says, "We're excited about ChainX's commitment to integrating with Polkadot and allowing assets from multiple interesting chains to be held in a single portfolio. As a leading member in the Chinese community, ChainX's core developer Li Pengye was the first person in China to translate the Polkadot paper into Mandarin. He's also a Polkadot community organizer in China and has spoken at and helped organize a number of Polkadot meetups in Hangzhou with Crypto Geek and in Shanghai." So we can see here that this person isn't sleeping. He's doing something big, right, for the Polkadot community. So back in 2018, we actually had this article, and again, you actually have to dig to find this article. I know there are people on their Telegram channel that know about it, so they posted it. But you know, if you're a new person coming into crypto and you hear about ChainX and you look at the website, you're not convinced, right? It's like, what link do they really have with Polkadot, except you see them on Polka project maybe, but it's not enough, right? So reading this article is important here, because we can see that the founder is playing an important role in the Polkadot ecosystem, and that's how he started. He's actually ChainX's core developer too, and this guy says, Xinping Gu is his name, "Not every blockchain startup team should be building modules from scratch. Substrate and Polkadot are pretty promising that a lot of this work is done for you for free. ChainX will also achieve higher security due to Polkadot's pool security. ChainX will route our mapped assets, which are Bitcoin, etc., into other parachains via the Polkadot relay chain," so as we saw in that architecture here. And then again, if you want to know about ChainX once again, this is summarizing it here for you. It's an interchain crypto asset financial blockchain in Web3 Polkadot ecology. ChainX has completed the development of the Bitcoin bridge and DEX, and we can expect Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Zcash bridge to be done soon after, because they will all use similar proof of work consensus and UTXO transaction format. So again, overall, I am pretty bullish on ChainX. I do think they have good potential, and after reading this article mostly, because before that I was a bit concerned about ChainX, is like, okay, I've heard of all this hype, and I'm talking about like back when I first heard about it. Right now everyone knows about ChainX, but when I first heard about it, before, I didn't know about this specific article. So you know, because it's hard to find, you can't really trust a project until you read more info on them, right? So the fact that the Web3 Foundation have posted this, that's pretty bullish from my point of view, right? They've got some more going on there, and it gives it more credibility too. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'm curious to get your thoughts on ChainX and the bridge for Polkadot and other blockchains. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.